afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Uy, mga energy, oy.
Good afternoon.
Balik, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Okay ra mo?
Yes.
Kumusta man mo? Ako'y. Pagbagyo, guys. Ganun saro pagbagyo. Di ba nagian, nakagian, nagbagyo, no? Bagyo, pero nagun saro mo.
Ika.
Nato. Uban. Uban, nangatograng, uban?
Nag-study na po sila.
Study? So, for today, before we proceed to our next topic, let me present to you these pictures. These pictures are from the Philippines. I guess kaning nga picture kay mura malignan siya sa Tacloban bitaw in landslide. Murag Tacloban or Cavite na nila partner pinanan sa Tacloban. And then unsa yung nakitaan sa picture? Let's move on to the second picture. Unsa yung nakitaan sa second picture? Sodom.
Fire.
So I guess this picture is from Talisay City sa Cebu. Yes, sa Cebu ni siya nakita po. But after siguro ni siya sa katabi ng Bagyong Uwan. Nakaman mo sa balita. Naisunog after. And the next picture is Cebu.
Sa Talisay.
Sa Cebu, Bogo siya. Bogo City.
Sa Talisay na eh.
Talisay.
Talisay gyapon na.
Sa picture, ito sa'yo nakitaan sa picture.
Baha.
Another.
Nangaguba.
Mga kahoy ka na kuma.
Ang lubid.
So, when you see images like this, like a catastrophic flood, a devastating wildfire, and a massive typhoon, what's the first words that comes into your mind?
Disaster.
Anyone will answer, but if you're going to answer, please raise your hand and do not answer in chorus. Thank you. Anyone? Okay, Mayor.
Climate change.
Climate change. Okay, another answer. Isel. Disaster. Disaster. Another answer. If you see images like this, what comes into your mind? Sa man yung mahinumdo ay ka nang mahinumduman dahil makakita mo na yung Roma, corruption, another, Ate Joy, nature. So, actually, your answers are correct, but only one got the specific answer. And that's Mayor. So our topic for today is all about climate change. So, unsa man inyong mahinumduman in climate change? Unsa man yung masul sa inyo if makadungog po climate change? So, but before we proceed to the definition of climate change, let me read first the learning objectives that we must achieve during and after the discussion. So, first is identify the causes of climate change, assess the various impacts of climate change, including biological, meteorological, and etc. And lastly, apply SES concepts to the issue of climate change. Alright, so let's move on to the definition and what exactly the climate change. So, climate change, maklaro lang guys? Yes. So, climate change is the long-term warming of the planet caused by human-released greenhouse gases. So, climate change is no longer a distant threat. Why? Because it is happening right now. Di ba, na-feel naman ako, no? Na-experience naman ako, dagan kayo nagian this last month, November, wala kabagyo nagian. Ay niagi, Tino, Juan, Verbina, Wilma, Amel, Iram. No, bito! visible around us. So in our discussion today, we will understand what really is the climate change, what causes it, and how does it affect in our daily lives. So before we proceed to the definition of the main cause of the climate change, let me project to you the definition of the climate change given by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or the NASA. So, it says here that climate change is a broad range of global phenomena caused mainly by burning fossil fuels. So, as you can recall from the topic of Ms. Dugoy, fossil fuels are mostly rely on coal, oil, and natural gases. So fossil fuels release heat-trapping gases, or what we call the greenhouse gases, into the atmosphere. It includes increased global temperature trends known as the global warming. Can you still recall what is global warming?
The warming of the globe.
Joy, please stand up. What is global warming?
The global warming is the changing of the paglanay sa ozone layer, and the burning of plastics, and the burning of wires,
So in simpler terms, global warming is the gradual heating of the earth caused by the increased amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So mostly, also it involves changes such as rising sea levels, or ganang pagtaas dito sa dagat, ice mass loss in Greenland, Antarctica, the Arctic, and worldwide mountain glaciers, shift in plants and flower blooming patterns, and lastly, extreme weather events such as storms, droughts, heat waves, floods, and etc. So, sa definitions from NASA and the definition that I gave from the first presentation, it says here that the main cause of the climate change is greenhouse gases. So, for you, what is greenhouse gases?
carbon emission na siya.
So, kaya ilang greenhouse gas?
Yes. Those are the released gases from the like mga factory.
So, greenhouse gas, it says here that a gas in the atmosphere that traps heat from the sun and keeps the earth warm. So a greenhouse gas is it composed of 5 greenhouse gases, and these are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and lastly is chlorofluorocarbons. So, allow me to project to you the definition of those different gases. Let me define each. So first is water vapor. Water vapor is the most abundant greenhouse gas. It acts mainly as a feedback to the climate system rather than a direct driver. As Earth's atmosphere warms, the amount of water vapor increases. More water vapor also increases the likelihood of cloud formation and the precipitation. So, when we say water vapor, it's all about rain, snow, so water vapor doesn't cause warming by itself, but it increases when the earth gets warmer. When the air warms up, it can hold more water vapor. This extra water vapor can form more clouds and more rain. So, ang inyong hinumduman ng water vapor is cloud formation and rain. Next is, the second one is the carbon dioxide. Pabudero mo ng carbon dioxide, no? Ay, marang ba? Oxygen. Dili no. So, carbon dioxide, or the CO2, is a minor but very important component of the atmosphere. It is released naturally through processes like respiration and volcanic eruption. Human activities such as deforestation, land use changes, and burning fossil fuels. And it also adds large amounts of CO2 or carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Burning fossil fuels is the main source of excess CO2 emissions. Deforestation reduces plant life that converts CO2 into oxygen, worsening the build-up of CO2 in the atmosphere. Di ba ang deforestation, kaya mo na yung pagtutulog sa kahoy, no? Yes. So, carbon dioxide is the gas in the air that living things naturally produce. Pero, human nowadays, meron na bitang ginormalize na bitang nila ang pagtutulog sa kahoy without any permission, and then pagsunog bitaw sa mga plastics, no? Mga kadaot sa ozone layer. Ano yung nakakuan sa mga sakit? Maka-experience ng climate change tungkol sa mga pinuhat. Yes. Next is the methane. Methane is the hydrocarbon gas produced naturally and through human activities. Main human-related sources include landfills, agriculture, especially rice farming, ruminant digestion, and manure management in livestock. Methane is much stronger than CO2 or the carbon dioxide at trapping heat per molecule, but is less abundant in the atmosphere. So methane comes from both nature and human activities. So methane traps heat in the air much more strongly than carbon dioxide, but there is less of it in the atmosphere. Next is the nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, a potent greenhouse gas released from soil cultivation. Examples of nitrous oxide kay kanang using a fertilizer, burning of fossil fuels, and biomass. So major sources include commercial and organic fertilizer, also produced by fossil fuel combustion, nitric acid production, and biomass burning. So nitrous oxide is connected to climate change. Why? Because it traps heat in the atmosphere, making the earth warmer and contributing to global warming. Lastly is chlorofluorocarbons. Carbons are the CFCs, synthetic industrial gases created entirely by human activities, used in refrigeration, industrial processes, and manufacturing, now heavily regulated due to their role in ozone layer depletion, and there are also potent greenhouse gases. Kabantay man ang mga factories, bitaw ka na. Di ba antok na napilain antok na na yung gawas na aso? Yes. Di ba ang mga kasagaran aso ano kayo aso? And then, that's an example of chlorofluorocarbons. And paano siya kanang very harmful po siya sa ozone layer. Kanang kung pagsulog po sa kanang plastics.
Yung ko kanang kapil na nasa sulod doon.
Apil ako siya kay paano to, daghanan ka ng, di ba, ang masulog, ang balikan naman yung mga gasol, no? Mga baho sa gasol, mga baho sa mga kanang toxic, mga chemicals ba? Yeah. Isa po dani is kanang ng pagbunsyo bitaw sa mga gas, na baho kayo. That's an example of chlorofluorocarbons. So, again, what are the different gases of greenhouse?
Chlorofluorocarbons, carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrogen.
Alright, so easy to remember those gases. Just remember these phrases. To easily remember those gases, all you have to remember is this phrase. Wet, the cows make nice, cold fire. So, again, unsa galitong that makes cloud formation and rays. When we say CO,
Carbon dioxide.
carbon dioxide is what? Carbon dioxide, burning fuels that build up the heat. When we say M, methane is from agriculture, like landfills, agriculture. And then when we say N, nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. This is the strong greenhouse gas more than the carbon dioxide. When we say C, chlorofluorocarbons. When we say chlorofluorocarbons, it's all about human activities that can harm the ozone layer. So, and then when we say F stands for fossil fuels. Because why? Fossil fuels, under sa fossil fuels, kaya mo naman itong carbon dioxide, the nitrous oxide, and the chlorofluorocarbons. So, kagat na ba mo sa lima ka mga gases, guys?
Yes.
Para mo galito. So now let's proceed to the next slide. What are the effects of climate change? It says here, severe droughts and severe droughts. Pag-ugang, increased snowstorms. Wala ka snow din. Hindi, ang kanang increased snowstorms, kaya mo man yung kanang pusong kita mauwan. Ay, because increased snowstorms, warmer air can hold more moisture. Kanang mag-moist, nakakantay man ang mga yunta. Kanang sa'yo sa buntak. Magyamok. Ano na mugawas ang process na water vapor bitaw. This means that when cold air does occur, there is more water available to fall as snow, making snowstorms heavier or more intense. And next is coral reef bleaching. When we say coral reef bleaching, mo ni ang kanang itong pag-usog sa color sa mga coral reefs sa dagat. And struggle to recover from wildfires. Of course, when we experience wildfires, syempre mag-isip mo din recover no because kanang bubalik sa sila sa kinanganahan. For example, magpagama sa balay, pagbalit sa mga food, pagbalit sa mga sina. No? And then lastly is wildlife habitats become less suitable. Humans, if kita maka-experience ng sunog, of course, mag-isip kita, what more na lang hapon sa mga animals? It may homes for animals and plants unsafe or uncomfortable, meaning they may struggle to survive. So, next is how climate change affects the Philippines. The Philippines is ranked first most affected by climate change due to its location, surrounded by warming oceans, which add heat to the atmosphere and threatens coast, result in more frequent and stronger typhoons. 5 out of the deadliest since 2006. Mo ang typhoon Yolanda, nakarecord ako sa typhoon Yolanda. Diba sa kanina, Tacloban, nandito bagsak ako. So, during the typhoon Yolanda, there are 6,300 plus na namatay. And then there are also 4 million plus na displaced na mga nawala mga balay. And then there are 2 billion pesos na na-damage. Kaya of course, na-wash up nila ito ilang mga bayan. Sea level rise implies the global average, increasing flooding risk in coastal areas. Loss of natural barriers like mangroves and coral reefs make storms more destructive, and weather patterns are changing. It means that no clear, dry, or wet season anymore. Next is more intense El Nino. Mo ni ang katong severe drought ang pagbuka sa yuta. When the southern Pacific Ocean warms abnormally, it disrupts global weather. In Southeast Asia now, it causes dry conditions and unpredictable storms, making weather patterns usually even harder to plan for. Because of El Nino, a lot of farmers are struggling. Of course, ang mga source of income sa mga farmers mo, kaya ka ng mga kumay, mga mais, and then, what if nag-uga ang ilang ito, syempre, mag-isip silang pa rin nabuti. So, ang mag-isip sila sa mga farmers. Next is the sea surface temperatures rise. By centuries and oceans may warm 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, fueling stronger storms. In the Philippines, spikes of 4 to 5 degrees Celsius have occurred, forming coral reefs and reducing fish catches, threatening food security. Ani na nabilong ng coral reef bleaching ang pagkusog sa colors ng mga coral reef. Next is the ocean acidification. Changes in ocean power of hydrogen, farm marine life. Coral reefs die, shrimps and oysters can form shells, and fish larvae struggle to grow, threatening food security and livelihoods. Of course, ang mag-isod din ang mga maninisda. So, mag-isod yung pagitaw ka ng mga foods in the ocean, kaya syempre, nangaguba na ito sila ng mga coral reefs at nangaguba. Kurita ng ocean acidification. Next is the sea levels to rise by 4 to 6 meters. Melting ice sheets in Antarctica and Greenland are raising sea levels. A 4 to 6 meter rise could submerge low-lying areas like Tacloban City, which is only 3 meters above sea level. Kung ano yung makakos niya pagsaka sa dagat. Next is the tropical cyclones to intensify. Cyclones are now forming in new areas. Super Typhoon Yolanda or the Haiyan in 2013, the strongest recorded in our state in Visayas cities. A lot of mga city at its especially at Tacloban. Dagan kayo ng matay, dagan kayo mga balay na wash out. And also, their livelihood, their habitats are gone and disappeared. Next is rainfall, river flow, and flooding to intensify. Meaning rainfall extremes in the Philippines threaten agriculture and aquaculture. Cities face unprecedented rain. For example, in Tacloban, 25% from 1998 to 2011, causing floods and a landslide. Next is impact on food security. Climate change threatens Philippine food supply. Crop yields may drop 25% and major fish catches 40%, putting nutrition and livelihoods at risk. At kami na itapos na itong severe droughts. Mag-isod o panghaon mga food ang mga farmers. And then, mag-isod na food pangitan mga foods. Wala may ikaproduce ang mga farmers. Kaya nagbuga naman ang food. Next is the impacts on farmers. Extreme heat and rain ruined crops. An 8-month drought that was happened on October 2015 to May 2016 hit Western Visayas, damaging 80,000 hectares and causing over 2 billion pesos in losses, also affecting other provinces. Next is food security declines. The Global Food Security Index, or the GSFI, showed a decline in the Philippines ranking. From 74th, it dropped to 79 among 113 countries, based on the data released by the Economist Intelligence Unit, or the EIU. Because of ang paggamit sa yuta, syempre, ang mga pintuhanan is katong mga tao, ano na ma-experience nila ang mga nutrition, ang kanang mag-lisod na sila pagkita kasi sila sa ilang kanon kay nag-lisod na mag-produce ang mga farmers. Next is the malnutrition increases, where child stunting in the Philippines is increasing, reaching 33.4% among under 5, up from 30.3% in 2013, according to the FNRI DOST. So now let's So another topic will be presented to Miss Ivy Pachar. That will be all. Thank you. So again, good afternoon everyone. Good
Afternoon.
May energy, no? Busy ang uban. So, the next topic is about energy crisis. So, when we say energy crisis, do you have any idea what this is? Anyone in this class? Okay, idea sa energy crisis ay, kaya itong experience sa brown out. Yes?
One is lang ang isa daw ko no energy na ma-supply sa ano na rin energy.
Yes, very good. So, ang energy kuno ay ang energy crisis kuno is mag-happen sa siya kung too much ang consumption sa energy. Diba? Kung too much ang consumption sa energy is dili na siya makasupport at dili na siya makahalap enough pa para malayo na sa energy. So, here's our learning objectives. So, describe the energy crisis and its causes, and identify the possible ways by which the energy crisis can be prevented. So, what is the energy crisis? So, as please read everyone on a severe
Shortage of energy resources, often referring to electricity or fuel supply disruptions affecting an economy.
Sobrang paggamit sa energy, hindi na siya makahatag ng enough pa. Diba? Wala siya makalip siya of brownout, high prices, diba? And kanang slow accomplishment, and also problema na siya na everyday. Sama na lang kanang high prices bigaw sa mga pamalito. Problema siya. Diba? Ikaw na bang 500 pesos for Christmas?
No.
Ana si senator kita to. Kumbayan na.
Okay, so the main cause is overconsumption, overpopulation, poor infrastructures, poor distribution systems, natural calamities, miscellaneous factors, and ignored global energy options, decay, power plants, wastage of energies, and wars and attacks. So, let's go to the overconsumptions. When we say overconsumptions, kanang itong sobra na itong mga ginagamit. Kanang grabe na itong paggamit sa mga electricity, sa mga fuels. For example, kanang barotong bahay, bangka, di ba mga isda? Na sila enough na fuels na gamiton na para kung gamitan para matagal sila, diba? If kanang sobra sila magamit na dugay sila mapapalik sa kanang kita siya na naman nila. If hindi pa sila makabalik sa kanang sa ilahang pantalan, pintahay, nahutdan na sila o fuels para sa ilatay. Sila ito. Yes, magputos na sa tumatuwa sa dagat. Yung mo sila enough na kapakuhaan sa energy ay sa fuels na ilang gamito, di ba? Walay refill, kumbaga. So, walay overconsumptions. That leads to populations of affecting water and dry quality. So, may example sa overconsumptions. Any idea? Example? Example.
Jiktig.
resources. Diba? Nagdadaghan ang number sa mga appliances, sa mga transportations na ginagamit nila. Diba? So, muna ay overpopulation. Next is poor infrastructure. Sa automated power equipment limits energy production. Utilizes much upgraded equipment to meet damage efficiency. So, for example, ana is old transmission line in Visayas na nalira ma-damage. And then, hindi sa, di ba, nagpan na ito, so hindi na siya maka-one of power energy. Okay, hindi na sila maka-use energy kahit ba na ano pa, ang hindi sa sila paliyataan yung nila ang ginagamit. Ana is sa light show, diba? Rather, ang balo is jumping is magklase na lang sa lawas, sa stage, diba? Sa airport, diba? Sa Bularan is Sunod is delay in commissioning of the power plant. So, commissioning of a new plant forces old ones to overwork, causing energy shortage, load shedding, and breakdown. So, ang examples ana is sa Mindanao na sila igama nga kanang ma-review na power plant. But then, kaya na-delay man siya in a year, so need nila og energy. So, sila kipuhan. Katong daan nga ilahang power plant, ilahang i-barang sharing sa mobile. So, na makakos, ihapon sila tungkol kay delay man. So, munang, scheduling sa brownouts, diba? Hindi kami nga lugar, brownout sa kay gamitin sa na siya. Okay? Delay ilahang delay pa kanang hinap na maka-supply sa dinagong item. So that is wastage of energy. So many people ignore simple energy saving habits. Sa taanan. Actions like turning off unused lights or fans, using that daylight, walking short distances, using efficient bulbs, and proper installations can significantly reduce energy waste. Unsa man na? Yes, example sa lahat. Isa ko siya sa nag-watch na. Kanang itong mag-charge ta. O niya kung mapapulo ng cellphone is, iyaan na lang na to. Igura is ito na cellphone na to. Niya charger. Nakasangit niya po siya sa yes. Mao na yung isa. Isa po ana is kanang magpapuntag dito sa gawan sa bay. Kanang suka pa na itong atong papuntag bay. Kana, muna, kanang, hindi nang, test ka ng mga fans na to, di ba na iwan ang baiso na. If humanta gamit sa room, kanang, lamat pag ang fans na ginamit, sugat, asang-sang pag-ipon. Muna wastage of energy. Sunod is poor distribution system. Kalinaw dito ka-experience ano yung mag-driving, yes, nag-connect na to sa latest. So, dito sa 2 is schedule ang diba, ang ikuto, diba, kalinaw sila pawad siya dito, especially yung ikuwan, ito tumigon, dire sa kalapi is knock-out, diba? Yung pagkaupan na po, dito lang po may run-out, dito na po minaa. So, yung na, poor distribution, kaya dito sila dito naman na una dili jud ako ang kaugalingon sa dili na ma-support siya sa high demand na so that is major natural calamities. So may hatong typhoons, di ba? Usap to. If may bagyo, di ba? Run out tayo, di ba? So na gani ang hangin, nakuwan, out tayo, wala na signal, wala na internet, wala na kanang printed, diba? So, mga barangay, wala na. This strong energy supply widening the gap between demand and supply and driving low prices, contributing to inflation. Ano na siya mga cost calamities sa energy prices. Next is wars and bombs. So wars between countries can also hamper supply of energy, especially if it's happened in Middle East countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, UAE, or Qatar. Diba dito man tanang kuan sa oil? Yes. Dito yung tanang kuan nila or main source at sila dito. Pag mag-gira dito, apitado ta dire, diba? Na yung bantayan yung mahal lang, kay mahal lang gasolina, diba? Kaya yung mga war dito is makikita na oil dire sa Philippines. Diba? Kung na kayo ang prices sa ato, may gasolina, na 20, diba? Kamahal. Price of oil reached its peak cost global shortage and created a major problem of energy consumers. Next is miscellaneous factors. What do you mean by miscellaneous factors? Taxes, yes.
Political issue.
Tapos na,
Doon daw, discount ito sa kalapi bitaw.
So events like tax hikes, political unrest, extreme weather, or strikes in the oil industry can spike energy demand and disrupt supply, triggering an energy crisis. Sa kung ano kay, syempre, wala tayo report na ikakuha nila. Hindi mapunta nila masakriyan. So, what are the possible solutions to the current crisis? Wait now, important on some may mga possible solutions to the energy crisis.
Ayan, kanang mo, ba? May gamiton. Energy save ko na. No to kuan. Kuan ko had ka ng panel ay ganito, solar panel gamiton. O kami naman yung gamit sa Ilocos na windmill.
Yes! So,
Hindi na tayo magamit ito rin sa kuan na tama itong bilya.
so move forward to renewable fuels. Reduce reliance on fossil fuels and conservation. Use renewable sources like solar, wind, and steam to cause pollution and reduce natural gas. Sa karon na panahon, nakano ko nakita na nagamit ko kanang solar. O kino ka na nasa mga kalsada bitaw, solar na ilang gigamit. So, muna yung sa solutions sa energy crisis. Kaya diba, kung wasted energy, ako nga itong mayroon ng Sunod is buy energy efficient products. Daghan sa ani ka nang uso sa Shopee, mapalit ka ng solar. Ito nga sa gawas, Christmas lights, solar, Christmas lights. Yes, nana. So replace traditional bulbs with CFLS or LEDs. They use less electricity and last longer and can significantly reduce global energy demand. Noon man sa libang gamit ko ang solar na lights. Sila magtagal na siya. Wala kay gamit sa voltage. So, effective siya mga malit. Malit lang na. That is lighting or bulbs. Technologies like pressure controls, levers, and automated systems save energy and reduce energy costs over time. Kaya bitaw, hindi kayo supra-supra nga paggamit. Pero kusog kayo gamit sa mga lighting, diba? Like, lang sa cellphones, diba? Brightness, hindi na magamit. Brightness, diba? Na yung ban po na gamit na o, kanang, hindi ka kanang, yung ban ka, ha? Oo, na yung ban kay warm na lang ang nagamit. Hindi na itong hide na kanang lights. So that is easier green access. So allow users to feed surplus power into the grid with credit and provide solar panels subsidies through encourage global energy adoption. So muna yung ginagamit ko. Sure ka nagkalit na sila ni Ibo na silang buy, di ba? Muna lang na ilang gamit.
Mahal kung kayo naman na big kapag na siya. Gamay na na base 500,000.
Basta kay nani na ang nagamit sa uban. Sa US. Hindi na nagamit. Ay, uban dire, pero dapat lang mga gagawin. So that is energy stabilization. Corporation can use stabilization software designed to build things that lower energy costs sa iwan natin. Okay, iya. Kaya mga buildings na hindi kayo kaya nagamit ko energy. Nagamit sila pero hindi ka IBIX. IBIX? And then, perform energy audit. What do you mean by audit?
Manay magdasag mga operator na si
Check? Yes? Kailangan
Record.
out.
So, professional audit identifies where energy is wasted. Sana ba mga hindi sa mga printe? O, diba? Wala sila. Wala and then common strength of climate change develop and development countries has united to fund greenhouse gas emissions, aiming to halt current levels by 2050 to combat climate change. So, in conclusion, the energy crisis is a serious issue why not affect our daily lives. Yes. And it can cause by high demand, electric, system, natural disasters, global and the global conflicts. But it can be solved through renewable energy katong mga solar panels, katong mga solar na lang, and then energy habits, better system and cooperation between countries. So, to simplify this application, the future of humanity depends on how we save the energy and protect our planet. That's all.
Hi guys.